Hey, so I just did a quick search on YouTube and I couldn't really find a video that is really good at showing everything you have to do to actually do this job. So here is all you need to know to fully replace, or if you want to maybe upgrade your shocks on the front of your Ford Maverick hybrid. This is the video to watch. So with that, I'm going to turn the camera around and kind of show you what I've already done, because I haven't made too much progress, but it's at least a good important start to show off. There are 10mm bolts on either of these. You can see I haven't taken it out of this one quite yet, but you're going to want to take these out. There are clips underneath here. You can see, obviously, I've also removed the hybrid power cable from here, but you're going to want to remove all of the clips that are holding this cowl up against the firewall here, all the way across. And that should give you easy access to all of the 13mm bolt heads that are on top of the strut mounts. Once those are taken care of, then we can move underneath. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this out so you can see this as well. Now keep in mind, this is the XLT hybrid, so if your trim is different from mine, it might look a little bit different for you, but underneath the cowl, you can see there's another bolt head right there. That's another 10mm, just like this one. That will also have to come out in order to pull this cover off. So on the passenger side, there is this extra little piece of plastic. There's nothing attached to it, thankfully, but it does need to kind of get wiggled out. You definitely want to make sure that you remove any cable attachments from here, but I did not have to disconnect the coolant hose, which is sitting kind of directly on top here. That wasn't necessary. I was able to get that all taken care of. And from there, I think I have very easy access to all three of the bolt heads up top here. So this side's good. I'm gonna try and move the camera without it falling. Kind of show you over on this side. Bad thing to lose. Okay. This should come out just as easily. Okay, next thing, of course, you got to take the wheel off. If you haven't already jacked the car up, I would definitely do this while the vehicle is down on the ground. It's a lot easier, especially if you don't have a big nut buster like this. This should break these loose without issue, even with this up in the air though. Well, it was a little bit tougher than I thought. Had to move it to a 3, but it still came off. .21mm, by the way. All right, I've done a little bit of inspecting. As far as I can tell, these two bolts and nuts have to come out. The nuts are a 21mm, same as the lug nuts, and the head side for the bolts is, I want to say 19mm, which is going to be the same as up here. Oh, I'm sorry, not 19, 18. Slide right on there, and you'll be able to break that loose with a breaker bar, no problem. The only other thing that you really have to disconnect is the ABS wheel speed sensor here, which will just come off with one of those plastic trim removal tools. And then this is an 8mm head that'll get the actual brake line disconnected from your strut. Once you've done that, you remove those 3 bolts up top that we revealed earlier, and then it should come right out. Before I ruin that, I'm going to look up how to disconnect the tie rod end because that doesn't seem right. Might need to hold that in right there. There's a, it looks like a Torx head inside, and then I'll probably have to take a wrench to the outside, but we'll see. We'll at least do this 8mm back here for now. Brake line's loose. Probably have to take a big old hammer to that. Grab the plastic trim removal tool. And that's out too. All that's left now is the tie rod end link and those 13 millimeter bolts up top. So give me just a moment while I figure out exactly what the shtick is with this tie rod end and I'll report back. Okay, so it does look like if you're having issues, the one YouTube video that I watched where they were installing coilovers on this, they said you should be able to just use an impact to get this off. I wasn't so lucky, but if you take, what is this, a T40 Torx head, and just start twisting it out, just break it loose with the 18 millimeter wrench on it, holding it in place, of course. That should be enough for you to get this the rest of the way out. I also hit this with some PB spray to help break it loose, but there you go, just like that. So before I knock those 2 bolts down below off, I'm gonna go ahead and take these off with a 13 millimeter. These Milwaukee ratchets make your life so much easier when you're doing these kinds of jobs. Break it loose. If you're using one of these electric rackets, make sure you break it loose before you actually start. That one came out a little bit more difficultly. By the way, this is the year 2026 and this is a model year 2023, so just 3 years and we're already dealing with rust. No surprise living in Michigan. Oh, look at how nice and clean that last one is, though. Okay. The only other thing that still has tension on it at this point is the tie rod. That's not coming out. The tie rod end is not coming out very easily. Oh, here we go. Just like that. Actually, I should probably bring this up. The only reason I'm actually replacing this entire shock is because when driving over bumps, I would hear a lot of clunking, and I guess it's just this top mount that's bad. But if you go to a Ford dealership, they're gonna charge you $1,000, $1,200 just to replace this, because they only replace this, and they have to like do all the work that I just showed you, plus compress the spring, remove the top hat, replace the top hat, do that whole shtick. All that extra time compressing the spring and taking the top hat off, it's so much easier for you to just go on Rock Auto and for, I don't know, 60, 80 bucks, get a whole new strut assembly and just plop the whole new strut assembly in for 160 bucks in your driveway. Plus, like, I don't know, at most, you're investing in $800 worth of tools. But then you can do it again. And you can do a lot of other jobs again, because you'll also have a socket set and a Torx head set and a hammer and all this other great stuff. Invest in yourself, not in your dealership. That's my pitch for this video. All right, and here's the new strut assembly. I especially love that this has a piece of tape on here, basically telling everyone who picks this up, like, do not remove the middle nut, because the spring is under tension, and it's very important that you do not detension the spring without having something slowly releasing it from that tension. And if you just remove this nut, you're in for a very bad and possibly deadly time. But I'm not doing that. I'm just getting this out of the way and removing these 3 brand new rust-free bolts so that this thing can squeeze back up into this big old hole in the wheel well. And then we're good to install this guy. And because I want to be careful that I can still do everything, I'm installing this everything in the exact reverse order, including starting with the tie rod and link. Oh boy. Unless this might be easier with 2 people, but I am just one person, so we're gonna experiment. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna shove this up a little bit. I'm catching on. The brake line, we do not want to damage that, do we? I'm keeping this in the video because it's pretty important that you know just how difficult it can be to do some of these jobs alone. There we go. Maybe the answer was not to. Oh no, I definitely needed to start with this fella. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, all right. Well, this definitely takes some careful finesse. Come on. Ooh, come on now. Oh. All right. Put one of these bolts in. Okay, whew. I think that's the worst of it. Yeah, that strikes me as the worst of it. Where's the other bolt? Okay, well, first of all, I put a jack stand under here to help hold the steering knuckle and the brakes and all that whole assembly right here. And I just had to pull that out because I think I have to do a little bit of stomping. Just kidding, I don't. Let's see, can I take the rubber mallet to this and... Yeah. Most of the way. I think from there I can take the nuts and tighten them up the rest of the way. There's the nut for the sway bar link. This will sit on top like this, I believe. Let's see, where did I put that? There it is. The 8mm goes in right here. Now the hardest part is probably going to be making sure that those top 3 are aligned. May take a little bit of wiggle, but I'm gonna jump up and take a look without you guys because it takes a lot of effort for me to move the tripod and I've got limited daylight. Okay, so I was right. It needed a little bit of extra persuasion to get aligned properly, but I actually got these pretty much hand tight. I can show you. Once you've got them wiggled around, you can just reach with one hand and kind of pull on the spring, like the coil for the strut, and then just wiggle it around until you can get one of these threaded in, and you'll feel it. There's no resistance once it threads in properly. Once you've got these 2 in, this 3rd one is giving me a little bit of trouble, but I don't think it's going to be that much extra trouble. It just might need me doing a little bit of extra finessing. I'm going to do that now, and then once that's done, I'll start tightening all of this to spec. I'm going to have to look up those torque specs, and I will put them in the YouTube video and probably also the description, just so you have them if you're doing this job. Okay, real quick follow-up. Once I started tightening these 2 down with a ratchet, the one back here ended up aligning really quick and easy. So if you're having a difficult time getting this 3rd one back here fully threaded in by hand, tighten these up a little bit, pull the whole strut a little bit more into place, and then this 3rd one should be much easier to hand thread in. Okay, I am not normally the kind of person who endorses tightening things with a power tool, but in this case, because you can kind of get a pretty good visual on where it's going to be fully tight, I'm just going to send it until I get close. Oh, look at that. Even got a little bit more difficult. Okay, from here, yeah, now I'm gonna use a hand tool because that's the smart way to do this. Don't use power tools to tighten things up all the way. That's how things strip. Or worse. Oops. For the record, this is funky because you're coming at it from a weird angle, but you actually want to lefty-tighty this whole situation. You do not want to righty-tighty. Yeah, that feels like it's perfect, actually. All right, now we tighten these fellas here. Since I have these ratcheting wrenches, I'm gonna use them, but you could also, of course, use a 21mm head socket on whatever ratchet you've got sitting around, and it should accomplish the same job. should be good. Check the torque spec in just a second here, but it's tight enough for the second. Last thing we gotta do is just that 8mm little guy back here. How's your day going? Mine's going pretty good. It's a beautiful summer day, July in Michigan. It's only like 75, 80 degrees out. It's like the perfect weather, not really humid. No wildfire smoke, just a beautiful day. I would say besides making sure that this is torqued to spec, the job is complete. Obviously, we've also got to kind of button up all of the cowls and stuff up in the underhood area, but that just gets reassembled the same way that you took it apart. It's just a few clips and a couple of 10mm bolts. That should do it for this video. If you have any questions or recommendations on jobs that might need to be done on your Ford Maverick or your Mazda Miata, stick around, I might have it for you. Or if you really want me to make something specific, let me know. Like, I might be doing a brake job soon. I can show you how to do rear brakes on a Maverick. All right, that's it for now. Have a good day, guys.